patrolling normal streets when you're highway cops.
What's up, Deputy Cross Reacts? Let's get into this one. Hey, real quick, do me a quick favor, like, follow, share, and even subscribe. I would really appreciate the support. The channel's growing awesomely. But let's get into this, and I'm going to talk about this one's more of an educational purpose video. So let's get into it.
It's called obstruction or interfering with a police officer while he's conducting business. I'm trying to talk to that driver. You're screaming and yelling at me and taking my attention off that driver.
Guys patrolling normal streets when you're highway cops.
That made no sense. It's a normal street highway. I don't understand you.
Why
Is that what we're called? Highway cops?
Yeah.
It is? Well, come over here. Let's see what it says on my car. Okay, so what's this say right here?
State trooper.
State trooper. So by the term state, what do you think that probably means? What would lead somebody to believe? That our jurisdiction is what?
Everywhere.
Within what border?
The state.
Thus the term
State officer.
trooper. Okay, so
I apologize. It's been a bad day.
learned a little something, right? Let's not yell at a state trooper. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Carry on, sir.
So this is the reason I'm sharing this one and talking about it, because there are idiots. Many people who watch this will probably be idiots to understanding how jurisdiction and venue and all that amongst law enforcement actually works. I heard this many a times, as you guys know, Deputy Cross, right? That's the Deputy County Sheriff's Department. So that was I was actually a patrol officer originally for a small town where I started. Anyway, I worked for multiple agencies. My longest portion of my career with county being deputy, right? That being said, even though I was a deputy within a sheriff's department and a county, my technical jurisdiction and my certification as a police officer was by the state of Illinois. So I'm in Illinois. So that being said, I went to the police academy and was a certified police officer in Illinois, right? So with that being said, my jurisdiction was in Illinois. So even though if I needed to, let's say, for example, one time there was a storm big storm about an hour away from me, and a number of us went and worked that area on patrol, and we still had full arrest powers and all that. That was not in my county, in my city, in my any of that. So our jurisdiction is where we're certified as a police officer. So in Illinois, we're certified by the state of Illinois as police officers. Now, our venue might be where we work, but that doesn't mean that we don't have arrest powers. We don't have all those authority outside of our venue, because we absolutely do. As police officers in Illinois, we're certified by the state of Illinois. The laws are the same across the board in Illinois, right? Now, certainly some towns have their own ordinances and stuff like that, but as far as the state laws go, they're the same across the state of Illinois. So when you become a police officer in Illinois, your jurisdiction is, in fact, in the state of Illinois. Now, your venue may be where you live, and that's where you patrol, and that's where you work or whatever, or it may not be where you live, but where you patrol and where you work and all that, that's your venue. So with that being said, oftentimes in policing, we run into absolute idiots that think just like this guy. Like, what are you doing? You're a highway patrol. You're highway patrol. You shouldn't be in a town. Shut up. That is stupid. I would have people tell me, you're a county. What are you doing in the city? And you're in my county. This city is also in my county. So what are you talking about? These just crack me up, because there are people who think like this, and they think the police don't have authority or arrest powers or whatever. Secondly, this guy, apparently he probably was obstructing another traffic stop, and that's also a violation. But nevertheless, you can't obstruct, interfere with police doing their job, try to interfere. Certainly you can yell at the cops or whatever, by all means, but I don't know the details of that, but you can't obstruct it. So that is obstructing justice. But nevertheless, the main purpose of this one was to really give some education behind how venues and jurisdiction actually works. So with that, hope you enjoyed this one. Like, follow, share, Deputy Cross Reacts. I always appreciate the support. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.